Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another Mac Merlin stream. See quite a few people on tonight, and Aerocraft, Kraken Wise, Innocence, Alala, Tatay Mo, Zay the Banana, Hello Manless, Crosswind, Brian, Comrade Questions. Thanks guys for joining in so early. So welcome. Divinikey has been kind enough to sponsor my stream once a month, so every now and then I do this deal. But yeah, if you guys have not heard of Divinikey, they are a vendor located down in California because I am, I'm here in Seattle, Washington. So yeah, check them out. They are known for frequent restocks and super fast shipping. And as you can see, a couple items are already on their bestsellers, including the group buy for the Create Keeps Thera 75 V2, which we'll be talking about in just a bit. Excluding Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales, if you ever want to buy from Divinikey and simultaneously support my channel, you can use discount code WIZARD to get a little 5% off. So yeah, definitely if you're gonna buy something, make sure you buy it this weekend. Welcome everyone to Mechanical Keyboard Group Buy News, or as many people like to call it, Magic Group Buy News. If this is your first time here, I cover the weekly Group Buy News every week. This particular episode covers anything occurring tonight, Sunday, November 27th, all the way till Saturday, December 3rd. So yeah, basically we only cover group buys in the mechanical keyboard front, so anything from keyboards, keycaps, desk mats, whatever I can find. And more often than not, I can't find everything. So at the very end of the stream, we have an audience group buy section, which lets you guys, the audience, participate and send me stuff that I might have missed. So without further ado, let's talk about our very first ending group buy. This is KDS Chainsaw, all the way on Kono Store. For a base kit of $79.99, you have a full-size supporting base kit with some of the common layouts in between. It is a smaller type kit. You also have novelties for $31.99. I'm not too familiar with what this is in reference to. At first, I thought the new anime Chainsaw Man, but I'm not too sure. You also have an Artisan for 30 bucks, Targets for 32 for also for 30 bucks, and a desk mat for $16.99. What this kit entails. It's another sub-legended set, as you guys can see there. I actually quite like the colors, so very interested. Not a big fan of the novelty simply because I don't understand where they're from. But color-wise, this is actually a kit that I like. I might change out the spacebar to a black spacebar. I just don't like non-alpha colored spacebar. So that's probably like the only thing I would do here. But yeah, $79.99 to buy the base, to buy everything I just talked about. You're looking at spending about 190 bucks. So that's the Artisans, the desk mat, and the base kit and all that. ETA delivery of Q1 2023. So fairly quick. The desk mat has Chainsaw Man written on it. Ah, okay. I'm assuming that says Chainsaw Man in Japanese, which is why I can't read it. It says Kraken Wise, it's in Japanese. There we go. So yeah, I've been watching Chainsaw Man. I like how it's animated. It's really well done. I don't like the story so far, but I'm giving it a chance. All right, so yeah, this guy expires on the 28th, which is tomorrow. So make sure you check it out if you guys have the time. The next expiring group buy is expiring the day after on the 30th. We actually talked about this last week. This is a single kit key set. This is the ICK Lavi and Rosa. GB will end in 3 days. $64 single kit key set. So yeah, I believe these are pictures of it. Check it out. I do like the colors. I'm just not too big a fan of the legends so far. I believe last week we were poking fun at it because we saw like some legend inconsistencies. So you guys can watch my stream from last week to find all of them, well, most of them. But the other ICK set was much worse off than this. This one's actually, honestly, it's fairly decent for a $64 set. So yeah, this guy has an estimated delivery date of December 2022. You're looking for something cute, something that's well colored. You don't mind too much about the SQ legends and can only spend under 70 bucks. This might be the key set for you. All right, next set is also expiring on the 30th. This one is on drop actually. So yeah, this is the MT3 profile Lord of the Rings Black Speech keycap set. Yeah, check it out. You guys are a fan of Lord of the Rings and like these particular legends and are a big fan of MT3, this might be the key set for you. There's lots of different base kits. So the training base kit and the hardcore base kit are both $99. If you wanted to go and buy everything else, such as the extras, the magma, the numpad, let's see what else is over there, ortholinear, or space bars, you're looking at spending a grand total of $377 with an estimated delivery date of March 2023, next year. This set looks pretty good, especially if you are a big Lord of the Rings fan. Check it out, check it out. Delivery in March 2023. The next key set that is expiring, also on the 30th, is an SA set. And this one might not appeal to everyone, but this is SA Ambassador. You know, if you have any of the Van keyboards boards, which from my understanding, not too many people these days have them. Check it out. You know, you might not be too interested in this, but this is a one kit key set as well, retailing for 150 bucks. And get this, read this guys. This key set is not expected to ship until early 2024. I did not expect Signature Plastics to be that backed up, but dang, look at that. Oh, here's an even more detailed response. This set is estimated to complete production January 15th, 2024. 100 total sets are being produced. Holy crap. That's more than an entire year at this point, so don't know what's going on up at Signature Plastics. Maybe next time I drive over to Canada, I'll be like, hey, Melissa, what's going on? We'll see. But yeah, this is fairly horrendous. Q1 2024 delivery date for a not a very large key set. Go last but not the least in terms of key sets is, I think this is the third time ever that I'm covering this manufacturer, but this is KBM Golden Locket. This one expires on December 2nd. For 90 bucks, you have a fairly full-featured base kit. I see full-size support and common layouts in between, more so than the KDS Chainsaw that we talked about earlier, actually. This does have a few other kits, such as gold trim for 24, ring box for 50, dark chocolate for 27, gold bars, space bars for 20, a dust mat for $22.50, and a metal artisan for 40 bucks. When I first saw this set, I immediately thought, and to go all in, you're looking at spending about $275 with an estimated delivery time of May 2023. Yeah, let's see. Anything else here? 1.7 millimeter walls, PBT plastic, color matched, minimal warping. I'm glad that they say minimal warping because they don't say no warping. They actually own up to the fact that PBT will have some degree of warp. So I'm glad that they say minimal warping. See, metalworks as CNC milled aluminum, brown anodization, rose gold enamel infill. Says that's pretty thick. Yeah, because most keycaps, most cherry profile keycaps are only 1.6 millimeters. So these are pretty thick. I'd be very interested. Very interested. So yeah, check it out if you guys are interested. Group buy expires on the 2nd, which is this Saturday. So as far as I know, those are the only key sets that are expiring this week. Those are the 5 key sets that are expiring this week. Just as a quick recap, that is KDS Chainsaw, which is what I now know as a Chainsaw Man inspired key set. Lavi and Rosa for 64 bucks. There's the Lord of the Rings set from Drop, retailing at 90 bucks. And then SA Ambassador for 150 for all the minivan keyboards. And last but not the least, what we just talked about, KBM Golden Locket. Out of these 5 key sets, which ones are the audience most interested in? Let me know in chat. Already ordered SA Ambassador, says Tenor Madness. Locket. KBM Golden Locket. Yeah, okay. But yeah, if it were me, you know, the fact that I say KDS and KBM, I don't have much experience with them. It just so happens that this week is the week that those are the manufacturers I'm most interested in. I really like the KDS Chainsaw colors, except for that spacebar, and I also really like the KBM Golden Locket colors. But if I had to choose between these two, I would most likely pick KBM Golden Locket just because it's very amazing chocolatier-ish, and I just like the colors that are presented here. It looks very milk chocolatey. Let's see, Crosswind says, is Golden Locket die sub? Let's go check it out. Does it say? They don't even say on the Keycaps page. I'm going to guess that it's reverse die sub. Nope, no mention of the process actually, but I'm going to guess that this is reverse die sub. Yeah, 90 bucks. I am still very, very interested in this. Good thing I've got till the 2nd to buy this. Like many people at the start of the stream who said that they bought a bunch of stuff during Black Friday, I did the same thing. So I'm a little low on funds and all that. But we'll see. Hopefully by December 2nd, which is only a few days away. But we'll see, we'll see. But yeah, let's move on to ending keyboard group buys. And our very first one has one that's been making the rounds a lot. Lots of people asking me what I think about it and all that. Yeah, this one is the Zoom TKL EE. This one's particularly on Canon keys. Here we go, wild green, lilac. So yeah, so at the bottom of this is the part that I find is so cool about the Zoom, is that the bottom is glass. I don't think I've ever had a board that, well, I have an all glass keyboard, but I don't have a board that has like a fancy glass backing. Like Canon Keys exclusive is the Sugar Plum edition, because they're CXA Sugar Plum, and I believe they have the regular Cherry Sugar Plum as well. So here, let's look at a couple more of these pictures. Common question says, so tempting. Yeah, this is without any knowledge of this keyboard, I'm gonna say that if you care about aesthetics, this might be the one to go for. Look at that, it's gasket sleeve mount, 1.2mm flex cut PCB and gasket sleeve mount work together to bring a fantastic balance of flex and stability. Very nice. Yeah, just when I first saw this board, I was already sold because of the glass backing. Just you know, be careful if you ever take your board around. You don't want to like place it down hard, especially if you're going to like a meetup and stuff. Oh yeah, for those of you in Seattle, we have an upcoming Seattle meetup on December 10th at the Optimism Brewery located on Capitol Hill. So if you're here in Seattle on December 10th, stop by. Lots of beers and lots of keyboards. Yeah, I am actually also thinking of buying this board, but you know, you guys know me. I'm not too big a fan of TKLs and larger. I only appreciate them for their aesthetic value, but it's the next board that I actually want to actually buy. Barugi subscribed at tier 1, 24 a month. Dude, thank you so much. See, X-Rogue says NYC meet is going down on the same day. Dang, like on opposite sides of the United States. One on the east and one on the west. I'm going to assume that the NYC one is probably going to be quite a bit larger, since for the last couple meetups, the Seattle meetups have been a little bit more informal. Kind of just, let's go meet at a pub, let's have some drinks, blah, blah, blah. See, I'm going to say that the white doesn't look that great to me. If I were to pick one, I'd probably go for the blue sky or the wild green. Those just look so nice. Let's see, I want to see some specs on this. Particularly what microcontroller it's using. Can I even see? Yeah, but you do have a wireless PCB option, so that's really cool. You can buy an internal SS weight. You can get extra plates. Very nice. See, Barugi went with the blue one. Nice. Backplate kit for 17 bucks. Very nice. But yeah, if you guys just want to do the bare bones kit, it's 109 bucks. It's funny, so you have a sea shipping one for 99 bucks, and for 10 bucks more it's air shipping. So, you know, I guess it's like, if you want it that much faster, you can spend 10 bucks. But yeah, this guy, you're looking to receive it in April of 2023, so honestly not that long of a wait. And an under $200 TKL with a fancy glass back and wireless. I think it's pretty cool. I did say that while I think that the Zoom TKL EE is a great board, it's not for me. This next keyboard is what I'm actually interested in. And most of you are probably going to be like, come on Merlin, you want a board like that? This is the iQunix Q66 mechanical keyboard hot swap DIY kit, retailing for 259 bucks. So the reason why I like this board and why I'm choosing it over the Zoom TKL is because the 66 key layout is in fact my favorite layout, and I am sad that not too many boards have been able to come out with this layout. iQunix is not known too much in our hobby as a custom, or at least a high-end custom keyboard maker, but because of this layout, I quite like it. Look at that. And it's also a more interesting keyboard case design. It's not just like your rectangular box, right? But yeah, some people mentioned it earlier, but I will definitely pick the yellow version of this, or possibly even the white smoke, because look, even the bottom is yellow. But I feel like if I do that, I'm basically just going to be replicating this guy. Right? White top, yellow bottom. See that's essentially my Wind X65 right now. Has an estimated delivery date of January next year. January 2023. See specifications. Aluminum top and bottom, gasket mount, compatible switches 3-pin and 5-pin, of course, Bluetooth and wired, USB, typing angle 6 degrees. You can do QMK and VIA support, and it is also hot swappable. So my only qualm about this board is I really hope that they get the gasket mounting correct. Like hopefully it's evenly distributed, you know. So yeah, you can also add switches, add extra plates, or add an extra PCB. So yeah, check it out. This guy expires 3 days from now. So look at that. This next one is, I don't think I was able to pronounce it correctly last time, but I think this is the Viktus Minne, if I'm not mistaken. $370. You have a smaller keyboard, a 40% keyboard. And no matter what configuration you choose, no matter what plate layout, Topra or MX, the price will remains the same at 370 bucks. However, this does have a later delivery date. It's scheduled to deliver to you, the customer, in Q3 of 2023. Yeah, you can choose between MX and Topra. There's so many 40% out there that are MX already. If you're gonna buy this board, definitely go for the Topra, because this is probably one of the only boards that allows this, so might as well go all in for it. 370 bucks, custom Topra board, so check it out. Check it out for sure. But another November 30th expiring board. Now this one is a weird one. This one's such a weird one. But this is called the Jabberwocky. No pun intended. Visits the stream every now and then, so hopefully he shows up tonight. But this is the Jabberwocky keyboard. Check that out. Look at that. It is a split full-size board. Well, how can you best describe it? It's not really a full size because you've got your arrow keys like crunched up as well. But yeah, check it out. And if you thought this layout was horrifying, wait till you see the price. The price is almost $1,000, $975. There you go. The CNC edition is a top-mounted aluminum board with an internal brass weight and stainless steel side cap. It'll be sold as part of a limited factory run of 12 units. The CNC edition will only be available in the Sinister layout with the number pad on the left. MSRP estimated $975 plus shipping. And of course, you know, you could also have taxes and customs fees attached to that. AIO3 supported daughter board, so that's good. That thing must weigh a ton. I do not doubt that. This looks huge. Like, of course, we do have full-size custom keyboards these days, but this just looks like a monster. A Jabberwocky. Okay, so the Jabberwocky is a type of monster, which does explain why this is a monstrous layout of sorts. I'd say this is still not the strangest board I've seen. The strangest board I've seen is the base kit, if you guys remember that board. In fact, I should be seeing a base kit at the Seattle meetup this coming December 10th. Alright, so yeah, check it out if you guys are interested. Jabberwocky, expiring 3 days from now on the 30th. $975 and a Q1, not 2023, but 2024 delivery. So this one's just as long as SA Ambassador. The next board we actually talked about and is currently on sale on today's sponsor of the stream, the Thera 75 V2, all the way on Divinikey. So as you guys can see, there are several colorways available. There's the off-white, the starlight black, the gray, the navy, the blue, the silver, and it also has accompanying keycaps, Thera 75 V2 keycaps. It's interesting. Is it only one colorway? No, there's white, dark gray, and navy. Very cool. Very cool. They're $55 on their own. I actually quite like the white ones. Let's see, you also have a badge and a knob that you can purchase for $20 for the badge. Does it go up? The knob goes up to $45, but look at that. Look at the rudder knob. That looks so cool. Yeah, I am an owner of a Thera 75 V1, which I quite like. Actually, what happened was when I first bought it, I wasn't too interested in it, but as my tastes changed over the next couple of months, I started typing on it more and more. See what else is here. You can also buy weights for $30. Look at that, pretty fancy. And of course, you've got your extra PCBs, extra plates, and extra foam kit. Base for $270, and if you bought the keycaps and the badges and everything, you're looking at spending $345, and this has an estimated delivery date to you, the customer, of May 2023, so not too long of a wait. There we go. Supports PCB gasket mount. Okay. And also supports top mount. I guess you can build it however way you want. That's pretty cool. Only for $270. That is great. And the PCB is solder, hot swap, or Bluetooth hot swap. And that does bring up the price to $305. So keep that in mind. Let's see. Mirror PVD finish. Very nice. 6 months after the group buy ends. PCB is 1.6 millimeters. Typing angle is 6.5 degrees. Top mount or PCB gasket mount. And plateless supported. I'm actually very interested in this board. I'm most interested in the rotary encoder rudder. Beautiful looking board. A first time chat from Doji Meister says, which colors are your favorite? So my V1 is actually a black with a purple-ish badge of sorts. So let's see, favorite color. Let's see, Alala says, Alex Sodas didn't like that rotary encoder ship wheel. How come? I'd probably go for the off-white or the light blue. or the gray. Those are the three that I would go for, just to, you know, kind of contrast it with my V1. Said it was flimsy and cheap feeling, if I remember correctly. Oh, that is unfortunate. You know, from pictures it doesn't seem like it would be like that, but I wonder if just like the mating of the rotary knob and the actual artisan is a little bit flaky. Maybe if they just tighten that up, it would be better. But yeah, check it out if you guys are interested. There are 3 days left to buy this, and it's on tonight's sponsor's website, Divinikey. So check it out for sure. Next up, and our last board for the evening, is expiring on December 1st. Here we go. This one is the Theca Rubrehose. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. But for $550, you get a TKL. You, of course, have different color options here, which is beige wind key, beige wind keyless, black wind key, and brown wind keyless. So 3 different colors, beige, black, and brown, and you can choose between wind key and wind keyless options. You can choose between brass or silver coated, or brass or silver, which they're still both brass. This one is silver coated, and you can choose between the soldered or hot swap layouts. The price goes up by $10 if you go for the hot swap route, but $10 difference is no big deal. And estimated shipping date is June of 2023. The Be Bad. I get it, but I don't really like. No, I feel like a $550 board should be a little bit more elegant. Yeah, look at that. Like, I don't like the font of the Be Bad, but I get why. I absolutely get why. This is a themed board, you know? Yeah, definitely not my deal. But starting at 550 USD, goes up to 560. Expires on the 1st. ETA June of 2023. Let's see, board features F12 wind keyless or wind key TKL layout with ANSI and ISO support, 18mm front height, 2.8 kilograms built, 8-degree typing angle. You can do gasket mount or top mount, that's cool. Recessed USB-C port parallel to your desk, internal brass weight. Oh guys, check that out. MX or Topra PCB, that's interesting. Alright, so if you guys are interested in that, that one expires on the 1st. Go check it out. So just as we had 5 keysets, we also have 5 keyboards. Let's just go through that really quick. That's the Zoom TKL EE on Canon keys. There's the iQunix Q66 on iQunix. There's the Viktus Minne on Viktus. There is the Jabberwocky on No Pun Intended. And the Thera 75 all the way on Divinikey, and the Theca, I guess someone said it's pronounced Rubrehose. So the Theca Rubrehose on KLC Playground. Out of these 5 keyboards, which ones is the audience most interested in? Let me know in chat. Limited Switchworks says Theca, Varja says Thera, Rubrehose if I have money to burn. Theca, but I have no money left. Garu Guhan says mine. I don't know what mine is. Alala says none. Oh, the Mini, okay. The iQunix 66 says Crosswind, nice. See, if it were me, well, you guys all already know. The one I'm most interested in is the iQunix Q66. Mainly because it is in a layout that I quite greatly prefer, actually. The 66 key layout popularized by the Leopold FC660M. This one just looks like a much nicer looking board. And for $259, I think it's a good steal, especially since it's got, you know, it's got yellow options, which is another plus in my book. But in terms of the board that I have more confidence in, like for example, iQunix, I don't have too many of their boards, so I don't know how they implement their gasket mounting. But the board that I have more confidence in is the Thera 75 V2. So yeah, those are the two keyboards that I would be most interested in. See, Crosswood says, I entered the raffle. Kraken White says, forget Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Long-awaited GMK sets are coming soon. There we go. Yeah, I guess it's about that time, right? That stuff you bought a year, 10 years ago is finally coming in. If you were to buy everything, if you were to buy every single item that I just talked about, every kit in a key set, you went for the most expensive variant of the keyboards, you bought the extras, all that good stuff, you are looking at spending a grand total. It's a large one this week, guys. $3,742. You're looking to spend $3,742, and that does not include shipping, taxes, or custom fees. So in reality, probably past 4,000 at this point. So this is probably one of the most expensive weeks we've had this year. Yeah, $3,742. But you know, as Kraken Wise was hinting at earlier, sometimes group buys take a long time and you just don't want to wait for a year or two, right? Good thing we have a couple things that are in stock. In stock or relatively easy to get items. I like to use stockstock.com for all of my in-stock needs, especially since it's created by one of my many viewers here. Of course, I'm not going to go through every single one of them just because that would take forever, but I do have a few that I like to point out, a few that caught my interest. So yeah, let's start off with our very first one. This one is the Trio 75 by Percent Studios. If you guys have been following this channel, you know that I recently made a Trio 65 and I actually quite loved how it typed. I'm also a big fan of the Percent Studios TKL that they had. I think it was like about a year or two ago at this point. I really like the design of these and I've been pretty happy with the sound. Me being a big 75% fan, I've been always curious about the Trio 75. So this guy's in stock for $389. You can choose between Classic, Savart. Oh, Savart's sold out. Wine is also sold out. It's only the Classic that's available, and only the soldered edition is available, and without the 1U badge. So you're kind of limited in your options here. But if you want a Trio 75, this is what you can get for $389. Next up is a board that I'm super interested in. Here we go. This is the TG67 V2 on Kinetic Labs for $279. It is a 65% with arrow key blocker, and you can choose switches, keycaps even, very cool, and you can also choose your cable. Yeah, it looks really good. Oh, that green matches GMK Kaiju so well. Oh, that blue is beautiful too. Oh my gosh. 67% gasket mounted hot Sopple mechanical keyboard kit with, of course, the usual stuff, arrow keys and VIA compatibility. Kit does not include stabilizers, switches, or keycaps, but like I said earlier, you can add them on. And last but not the least is another board that I'm super curious about. And it's available on tonight's sponsor, Divinikey, as well. This is the Keychron Q7. So with this board, it's basically a standard layout 65% with no blocker, but with an extra macro column to the right. So there it is. That's the fully built one. It's this particular layout, standard 65. Look at all those 1U keys to the left of the arrow keys. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you've got the macro columns to the right. That time of redeemed hydrate. Thank you very much. So yeah, that's what it looks like. I think this is one of the more unique layouts in our hobby, but I personally think it's still very functional, at least for someone like me. Looks like a great chocolate bar, yeah, for sure. If I were to buy this board, I'd probably pick the silver gray version like this. Silver gray, yeah. I tend to prefer lighter colored key sets and lighter colored keyboards. Like, I still like darker colored key sets, but it's not like my ideal preference, you know? But yeah, check it out, 132 bucks. You can get yourself an in-stock Keychron board with pretty much if you've owned any other Keychron board, it's the same thing, but in a different form factor. Like I said last week, during the holiday months, Thanksgiving and possibly this coming Christmas, our hobby kind of runs out of group buys. So I was very surprised that this week we had 10 ending ones. However, we don't have any starting ones, or at least I couldn't find any. So now we will transition to the audience group buy section. See, the first one is from Graffiti Decos. Unikorn running right now. Oh yeah, this is the raffle. I didn't really want to cover this as much because it's like, no, I guess people could join in, but it's kind of like, it's such a small window. But yeah, we also did talk about this last week. So the Unikorn R2.2 rerun, open for another 1.5 hours. Yeah, thank you, Graffiti Decos. Okay, oh, Tataimo sent me something. According to Tataimo, this one is Pixel Pals Keycaps ending in 2 days. Switch it to US mode so we can see the US prices. Here, let me paste that in chat. $74. A blue and those are pink sub-legends that are very hard to see. And green arrow keys, green accents. Okay, it looks very kiddish, to be honest. And I'm not too big of a fan of the legends. Full size, I see split space bars. That's good. Couple modifiers for the common layouts. Yeah, looks like it's pretty full featured for 74 bucks. Ooh, you can add Tamagotchi artisans for 56 bucks. Or you can combine them for 111. You can also add cables. You can pick what the connector is, USB-C, mini B, or micro. You can also do a desk mat for 31 bucks. And a wrist rest, also for 31 bucks. Cool. Pixel Pals Keycaps end in 2 days, 22 hours, 16 minutes, and 9 seconds. Very cool. Let me put that in the group buy. Pixel Pals Keycaps. Nice, thank you very much, Tataimo. This one is the Alpha Keys Group Buy 2022. Yeah, JD1, congratulations. I think you might be the first one to ever send me an artisan for the Group Buy news segment. Congratulations. You've got the red Keypora, yellow Keypora, blue, and the beige one. Couple things here. There'll be 11 colorways. You can join the group buy through Alpha Keys. Group buy starts on Sunday, November 27th, which is tonight, and runs all the way till November 30th. Each Keypora will be 65 bucks plus shipping fees, and there will be no amount limitation on how many you can purchase. Wow. Estimated shipping date will be around Q1 of 2023. Not bad. But then again, I don't have much of a frame of reference in terms of artisans. Is that considered fast? The JD1 says, been waiting for this group buy to happen for a long time. There we go. Yeah, that's fast given he's still doing raffles in between. Okay. Aerocraft says, that's pretty fast. I'm still waiting on artisans for about a year. Wow, okay. Impressive. From Son of Aries, this is the Tofu Jr. Tofu Jr. 189 bucks. Comes with several different colorways, a bunch of E-coded colorways as well, so that's good. And if you don't like the E-coded stuff, you can save about 20 bucks. Weight bar, all PVD, PCB is hot swap. Continues the design language of the Tofu 65 and is still a minimalist design with some small changes. Gasket or top mount. They took some inspiration from the Tiger Light. Nice. Let's see, PVD stainless steel weight, case colors. Lastly, Tofu Jr. comes with a hot swap PCB. And I still don't understand why they would call it the Tofu Jr. I feel like something of this caliber should have been called like the Tofu Pro. You guys know what I'm talking about. Once you see this board, you're like, This is a much better Tofu. Well, I guess if you think about it, you know, like Tofu Jr. is the next generation. So I kind of get why they called it the Tofu Jr. Tofu Pro Max, Pro Max Plus. This tofu looks tempting. That PVD back weight is, looks so good. Let me update our group by list. Tofu Jr. Okay, thank you very much, Son of Aries. Let's see. Oh, he sent me another one. So this one is the Odin 75. If any of you guys own an Odin, well, at least everyone I've talked to who has an Odin has been super impressed with it. But of course, you know, not everyone wants a board that long. So now KBD Fans has the Odin 75. And as I was saying earlier, I was paying attention to this up to a certain point, and then I completely forgot. I guess like the turkey and the roast beef got to me and I completely forgot about it. But for $319, you have your choice of burgundy, dark blue, gray purple, dark gray, black, and of course E-white for $10 more expensive. So check it out. Look at that layout. Number one, it's exploded, and instead of your usual 3 macro keys, it's actually 6 of them. And on top of that, there's an OLED. Check that out, guys. There's an OLED right there. Looks really cool. Mammoth 75 without the knob. Yeah, it's funny because like the Mammoth 75 was called the Mammoth because of that huge knob, but a lot of people also didn't like the knob. That's the back profile, side profile. Beautiful. So yeah, look at that. There's Bongo Cat on the OLED. Fancy back weight, PVD back weight, I might add. Like, look at that. That looks so nice. KBD Fans has come a long way. Like back when KBD Fans first started off, they were known as like pure budget, and you get what you pay for, right? You spend like $120, you get a board with scuffs, or you have the aluminum, or like the anodized coating would change a different color if your LEDs were too close to it. Sometimes boards would come to you scuffed, that kind of deal. But lately, KBD Fans has been like doing so well. Estimated shipping date, end of January 2023. QMK firmware. This one is also from Son of Aries, the OG60 retro keyboard, available in 3 colors: creamy white, gray blue, starry black. No electrophoresis coatings, which is strange. And plates are polycarbon F44, but check it out, guys. It is a board with a huge bezel. Look at that. This is a 60%. That's definitely retro. Definitely retro. Yeah, looks pretty fancy, if I might say. Yeah, is this an aluminum case? Prototype Cherry G. Oh yes, this guy. All 3 colors are blasted coating. So does that mean it's plastic? Top mount, gasket mount. Weight is brass. Oh, it's an aluminum case still. I was kind of hoping that this would be a plastic case, to be honest. Just because the plastic case would really give it that cherry G80 vibe. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. Kind of like here. This guy right here. This is my Command 65. Yeah, this is an all plastic construction board. Look at that. Yeah, and the cool thing about this, because it's plastic, you can make it, it's Bluetooth. Oh, looks like I'm out of battery. It's not turning on anymore. Oh well. My issue with this board is you're gonna buy it, right? And then, oh, here we go. This is a good picture of its internals. And then the only way you could ever transport this board is if you transport it in the case that it comes with. None of the fancy cases that are sold on Canon Keys, Omnitide, or your choice of vendor are going to be able to fit this. This is way bigger. Like, maybe a 75% supporting board will fit it, but I feel like that bezel, that forehead is way too thick. Get a Pelican case? Yeah, I know, but a Pelican case for a $240 board, the Pelican case itself is a $240 case. Go OG60. Alright, I think that's the last of Son of Ares' stuff. Speaking of vintage boards, since we've been talking about it, this one's from Vortex Gear, inspired by the Model M SSK. I remember a long time ago when I first got into this hobby, I searched far and wide for an affordable SSK, and like I kept finding that it for like 200 and up. I thought to myself, who the hell would spend 200 bucks on a keyboard? What the hell, you know? But now it's at that prime price of 200 bucks. And it's got a modern internals and all that. But yeah, it looks like a Model M SSK. Pretty cool. And instead of IBM, it has VTK for Vortex keyboards. Though I've never really seen them initialize themselves as VTK before, or VTX. Yeah, look at that. Looks pretty decent. I kinda want it, but I also kinda don't. Let's see, you can choose between black, silver, or blue. The blue does give it a very vintage looking blue. Your PCB 6.25U win key, or a 7U win keyless, or 7U win key. You can choose between ANSI and ISO. That's cool. The price doesn't seem to change no matter what option you choose. Estimated delivery date is around late March 2023. Okay. That's fairly good. I'm glad to see that none of these are like taking a year to deliver. Well, anyway, looks like no one else is sending me stuff. So I think this is a good time to end the stream. But yeah, thanks Evan for joining in. My next stream will be, let's see. Actually, I don't know. I'm waiting for a customer to send me more material, so it's really depends on my customer when he can get his stuff in. So it could be Tuesday, could be Wednesday, could be Thursday, could even be Saturday. So who knows? But I will let everyone know via my Discord server when the time comes. But thanks Evan for joining in. Hope you have a good start to your week, and I will catch you guys the next time I see you. Goodbye everyone.